Hello everyone, I'm Jerry Berson and I'm honored to join you in this remembrance of Harry Wasserman, with thanks to the videographic skills of Flo McBride and the portly skills of Mike. Much of what I say will be taken from a biographical memoir written by myself and our former colleague Sam Danishevsky, with the help of members of the Wasserman family. Harry and I had next-door offices in Sterling Chemistry Lab for 40 years. During that time, I was privileged to observe the development of exciting new fields from his research. As you all know, he won international recognition as a research chemist. Today, however, I want to examine briefly his historic role in the development of modern chemistry at Yale. Research and teaching here in the immediate post-war period were particularly strong in physical chemistry, as exemplified in the work of on the physical properties of ionic solutions, led by John Gamble Kirkwood and Lars Onsager. Organic chemistry, however, had lost the leadership of Treat Baldwin Johnson, who died in 1947. The department needed rebuilding. New strength was added to the organic faculty with the acquisition of William von Eggers-Doering from Columbia University in 1952, and a decade later, Kenneth Burrow Weiberg, a former Doering student, then at the University of Washington. That adds a human touch, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Although Harry's first position at Yale was as instructor of chemistry, by 1962 he was a full professor, his leadership qualities were becoming evident, and he had become chairman of the chemistry department. And he was instrumental in recruiting Weiberg, who became a close friend. In the period of sturdy growth that followed, both of them contributed decisive insights to the choice of active new colleagues and hence to the overall direction of the department's activities. Harry's work as a teacher was brilliant. His knowledge, wit, and showmanship made his organic chemistry lectures one of the most popular science courses on campus. In 1960, Harry became American editor of the Pergamon Press Tetrahedron Letters, a journal for rapid publication of new research findings in organic chemistry. He worked closely with Pergamon's leader, Ian, later Robert Maxwell. The honorary founding editors were Sir Robert Robinson and Harry's mentor, Robert Burns Woodward. Harry served in that post for 38 years, 1960 to 1998, during which time, it has been estimated, some 10,000 articles had passed through his office in the third floor of the Sterling Lab. They were given careful examination and, if found deserving, sent off to the press. In cases of disagreement between authors and referees, Harry often found ways to resolve the conflict constructively by suggesting modifications that would satisfy both sides. He was a peacemaker who used such situations as teaching moments. He was among the first to provide for graphic illustrations in the abstracts at the top of each paper, thereby giving the viewer an instantaneous clue to the relevance of the work to the reader's own interests. Harry was unique. I've never met anyone with his range of accomplishment in science, the arts, and music. Many of you know that he taught himself to play clarinet and that he was a stalwart of the jazz group called the Gloom Exterminators. One of his admirers was his friend Bernie Chait, himself a well-known painter and a professor of fine arts at Yale. In fact, watching Harry produce his glowing watercolor paintings with such seeming ease inspired me to sign up for a watercolor class at the Hamden High School Adult Education Program. But no, the teacher told me that first I had to take a drawing class, which I did. At the end of the term, I approached the teacher and asked again for admission to watercolors. Again, no. She said that I should repeat the drawing class. So I flunked, or as we used to call it, got left back. Apparently, despite Harry's shining example, I had no future in the graphic arts. Harry was a multi-talented, charming man, a master storyteller, a warm, generous friend, and a leader who will be sorely missed.